Imagine a foggy morning in October 1777. The ground is damp with dew, and the air is thick with the smell of gunpowder. A young nation on the brink of collapse, its hopes dimming with each passing defeat. But in this moment of despair, one man, George Washington, envisions a daring assault that could turn the tide of the American Revolution. What unfolds in the next few hours is a story of courage, confusion, and a battle that would echo through history. Welcome to the Siege of Germantown. But what was the Siege of Germantown? Why did this seemingly failed battle become a pivotal moment in the American Revolution? And how did a small stone house, fortified by just 120 British soldiers, become the symbol of an audacious and nearly successful plan? Today, we dive into the fog, the fury, and the fascinating twists of the Siege of Germantown. Setting the stage. To understand the significance of Germantown, we must first step back to the Philadelphia Campaign of 1777. The American Revolution was in full swing, but the tide was not in favor of the Continental Army. Defeated at Brandywine and Paoli, Washington's forces were battered and demoralized. The British, under General Sir William Howe, had captured Philadelphia, the heart of the American colonies and the symbol of their rebellion. With Philadelphia secured, Howe moved his forces to the small outlying village of Germantown, establishing his headquarters in the luxurious Stenton mansion. The British seemed poised to crush the remaining American resistance, but Washington was not ready to give up. Seeing an opportunity to strike a divided British army, Washington devised a plan that was as ambitious as it was risky, a coordinated, multi-pronged assault on the British forces in Germantown. His objective? To deliver a surprise blow, much like the one that had brought him victory at Trenton. The battle begins. On the night of October 3, 1777, Washington's army began its silent march towards Germantown. The soldiers, their spirits lifted by the chance to strike back, were instructed to place a piece of white paper in their hats to distinguish friend from foe in the darkness. However, as the dawn broke, thick fog enveloped the battlefield, creating a veil of confusion that would prove both a blessing and a curse. The American columns, struggling to maintain their course in communication, lost the element of surprise. Yet the battle was on. General John Sullivan's columns struck first, driving back British pickets along Germantown Road. The fog masked their numbers, creating the illusion of overwhelming force. Panic spread among the British troops, but General Howe, initially dismissive of the attack, soon realized this was no mere skirmish. The Cliveden standoff. Amidst the chaos, Lieutenant Colonel Thomas Musgrave of the British 40th Regiment made a critical decision. He ordered his men to barricade themselves inside Cliveden, the mansion of Pennsylvania Chief Justice Benjamin Chew. This stone fortress, with only 120 defenders, would become a focal point of the battle. Washington, understanding the danger of leaving this fortified position in his rear, ordered repeated assaults on the mansion. But the thick stone walls, combined with the fierce resistance of Musgrave's men, repelled each attack. Even cannon fire, directed by General Henry Knox, failed to breach Cliveden's defenses. Despite the mounting casualties, Washington persisted, believing that Musgrave's small force could not withstand the pressure indefinitely. But the battle at Cliveden drained the Americans of time, men, and morale. Meanwhile, other parts of the battlefield were descending into chaos. Fog of war. The dense fog that had initially concealed the American advance now turned against them. Miscommunication and poor visibility led to a series of tragic errors. As Nathaniel Greene's column advanced, it veered off course, colliding with another American brigade led by General Anthony Wayne. In the fog and confusion, both brigades mistook each other for British forces and opened fire. This devastating friendly fire incident shattered the American line, forcing Greene's men to retreat. The opportunity for a coordinated assault on the British right flank was lost. With their lines crumbling and their men disheartened, the American assault faltered. Washington's dream of a decisive victory at Germantown began to slip away. The aftermath. By the end of the day, the British had repelled the American attack, but at a heavy cost. Washington's forces retreated, bloodied but not broken. The battle was a tactical defeat for the Continental Army, with over 1,000 casualties, including some of Washington's best officers. Yet, the Siege of Germantown was more than just another loss. It was a testament to the resilience and audacity of the American cause. Despite their setbacks, the Americans had shown the world that they could stand toe-to-toe with the might of the British Empire. This boldness did not go unnoticed. Across the Atlantic, in the courts of Europe, particularly in France, the battle had a profound impact. The courage displayed by Washington and his men at Germantown convinced the French that the American cause was worth supporting. This battle, coupled with the American victory at Saratoga, would ultimately lead to the crucial French alliance, a turning point in the Revolutionary War. Legacy. Today, the Siege of Germantown is remembered not just as a battle, but as a symbol of perseverance against overwhelming odds. The lessons learned from this engagement would shape Washington's future strategies, leading to the eventual victory at Yorktown and the birth of a new nation. Thank you for joining us on this journey through history. If you found this story of perseverance and courage inspiring, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. And hit the notification bell to stay updated on more captivating stories from the past. Until next time, remember, history is not just a collection of dates and events. It's the story of us all.